Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the premiere of whatever we're going to call this show, which right now we're just visualizing a new world, but I don't know what we're going to call it. It'll be something catchier than that when we finally get there. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to Terry, Val, Cleo, and Arthur for joining me and for taking a leap of faith that this is going to be good. So, thank you very, very much. Let's see. What are we doing here? I don't know what's going on. They're telling me something. Facebook isn't working, so I'm taking it out. All right. So when I announced this show, I was really, really happy to hear that people were interested in it. It just kind of warmed my heart because this is something that is, um, it means a lot to me. I've tried to encourage people to use their meditations and intentions and energy to improve things around them, but we can also improve things for ourselves. And by improving things for ourselves, we do improve things for people around us. Um, so tonight for this show, we're going to be talking about health and healthcare. And for the people in the chat, thank you so much for being here. I'm really, really glad you're with us. As you know, I very assiduously ignore the chat, and I'm so sorry, but that's just the way it's going to be tonight. Sorry about that. Eventually, I'll get myself somebody to co-host who can watch the chat. But our focus tonight is going to be health and healthcare. And I would I'm going to ask all of my guests to do this too. I just want everybody to begin to imagine what life would be like if you had no healthcare issues whatsoever, if your body were perfect, if your health was perfect, if you didn't have allergies, if you didn't have that limp from an old football injury, like if your body was just working at optimal performance at all times. And also, if you did get an injury for some reason, how the healthcare industry could assist you and help you in a perfect way that maybe wouldn't cost you any money and wouldn't be a big hassle and wouldn't make you jump through hoops and wouldn't make you feel like you were too young or too old to have the condition that you were having. If you just had no hurdles to jump over when it came to getting assistance, and in the first place, just really didn't have any hurdles at all when it came to healthcare. So I just want to say that over the course of, I hope, the next few years, when we do this, we'll discuss anything that needs to be discussed and we'll visualize perfect outcomes for all of those things like poverty or the food industry or wars or government or global warming. What else did I have on my list? I think that was it. Just anything that we can think of that needs to be improved, we'll focus on it. And the power of this is that everybody in the group will go through a visualization together, kind of like a meditation. And as we send our intention out to the universe, we can change things. And I hope that we can get enough people focusing on this that we can change things in an appreciable way that people can really see. 2024 is the perfect time to start doing this. Pluto's going into Aquarius. Goodwill for the masses is kind of the motto for the rest of the decade. And I feel that if people start using, I mean, light workers, we're all light workers. If light workers start using their skills in an organized fashion to improve life, we can make a huge difference. So that's what our goal is tonight. So we're going to go around. I'm going to start with Terry, if that's okay with you, Terry, and
Sure.
just start with talking about how it would be to have perfect health.
Well, the first thought that comes into my mind is lightness of being. And that's kind of a metaphor, but I think it's all encompassing, isn't it? So, not just spiritually and mentally, but also physically. Hello.
Mhm.
and, and that means so many different things like community, companionship, your group around you, and also like Sangha, like here tonight, everybody's talking about something quite interesting, and we're all sharing. The chat's sharing. We're all sharing. So, does that answer that, or did I get off on a tangent?
Um,
Because I kind of do.
well, but just for you personally,
Oh, for me personally,
mhm.
that's all for me personally. I want it all.
Okay,
Um,
great, great,
but um, but in particular, changing my story for me. That's what I'm really working on.
perfect.
So my story is, do I have a bad ankle? I want to change my story about that. So, and being able to see my doctor and, also, I wish healthcare took care of like all the nice stuff, like massages and stuff. That would be really important to me.
Yeah.
Really important, the self care.
Yeah, beautiful. Perfect, perfect. Thank you.
Hmm.
Okay, now I have to preface Val's speech here because she is in Cancun, and in her immediate background is the ocean. It's the Pacific Ocean, right, Val?
Uh, it's the, what is it? The Gulf of Mexico?
Oh,
What's
you're on the
the,
other side. You're in
no,
the
it's
Gulf.
the eastern, yeah, eastern side
Okay.
of Mexico.
All right. So bear with us. Val's volume is going to be a challenge, but
Yeah.
just, get real close to the speaker and listen in, or put on some headphones so you can hear what she has to say. Go ahead, Val.
So I just want to say that if I had perfect health, and I'm getting up there in years, but so this is a lot of different things that feel like they're going south when you get older. If I could do everything that was in my imagination or what I want to do, I would be like so huge. I would be doing all kinds of things, writing books, doing channeling, doing all of it simultaneously, all these things that I want to do, but my energy level isn't there. If I could somehow plug into a perfect healthcare system where, like Terry said, you work with your body, mind, and spirit, and you get yourself rejuvenated in that way, in a perfect system where everything is working. Everything doesn't ache. You know, when you get up in the morning, your back doesn't hurt. I mean, just all those little things that stop you from moving through your day and being able to do everything in your mind you want to do, but your body somehow doesn't want to sit in that chair for more than a couple of hours at a time. It's all of that and more. But for me, I just know I could do so much more to offer the world from my perspective, and I would love to if I could rejuvenate my energy level and sleep really well. So, yeah.
Great, great. Oh, I didn't mean to quite put that on there yet. Let me go back here. Oh, why does it do that? Usually you have to do something special. Cleo, go ahead and talk, and I'll stop fiddling. You're muted.
Okay. Well, health-wise, I feel extremely fortunate to be at this age. I'm not on any medication. I don't have to go to the doctors all the time. But the few times that I have gone, I don't like the way the system is right now. It's just very impersonal. You don't, it seems to me like you never really get to connect with the doctor all the time. I mean, that might be different for other people, but uh, in the system that we have in Washington State, at least in Western Washington, you never really get to connect with somebody where I can say, this is my doctor. I don't know. I mean, it'll be a different doctor every time I go into, but like I said, I don't have to go in very often. And so I'm pleased with that. So I really feel that the health, I have had bad health in the past, and now I don't have that. And I really feel it has a lot to do with what I'm doing right now, with connecting with my spirit guides. My spirit guides have really helped me to figure out what I need. What kind of foods do I need to eat? When do I need to get some exercise? Do I need to watch my weight? Now, Val said something about backs. That is just a given. You get older, the back crunches down. I mean, I've lost 2 inches in height just by that. And it hurt the whole time, you know, like for 2 years I had this low backache, and then I find out that I've shrunk. And I'm like, if it keeps up the way it's going to go, I'll be about 3 feet high with big hands and big feet. And but that's just, there's nothing you can do about that. Unless God would like to change that. I don't know why they make it so that when you get older, you just fall apart. but no, I mean, I'm just, you know, by working with my spirit guides and them helping me to, they help me to recovery. And it's been a while now, and but they're still with me, and they still, you know, when things come up, they're right there for me. However, that's not to say if I don't need to go to a doctor that I wouldn't go to a doctor. I would definitely go to a doctor. Again, my spirit guides tell me when to do that. Um, you know, like I'll think I'm not feeling quite right, and do I need to go to a doctor? And they'll tell me if I do need, and they'll tell me what doctor to go to. Also, I have Meniere's disease, which is just an abstract, weird little thing that affects everybody a little bit differently. And I just feel, I mean, I know a lot of other people that have it too, and they just seem much worse off than me. Once again, I think it has to do with my spirit guides, because um, it's an irritation, and it makes me a little bit sick sometimes. But for the most part, I'm not really going to complain, because after what I've been through, a little bit of Meniere's is really no big deal. But yeah, I really think that just to listen to yourself, and in my case, what I'm talking about is spirit guides that have been so helpful. But the health system itself, I see where they've made advances, but I think it just seems too impersonal. So what I would like in the future is to have a doctor that I could go to that says, "Oh, this is what was going on with you last year or the year before, and you know, and we're going to check up on this." And they would act like they know me, instead of going to the doctor, looking at my symptoms, running a couple tests, giving me prescription, and say bye bye. Um, I don't really like that. So that's kind of my thought.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's a lot of people's story too. Arthur, talk to us, please.
You're muted.
Muted.
Well, I'm the opposite of Cleo. When I first came to Los Angeles after 3 years and I went back east, I grew an inch. So I think it was all because being around all those people back there, it was just oppressive. But I also have a very bad back. I've had so many shots in my spine. There was a point I was in a wheelchair. But at one point, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to live like this anymore. And I did something about it, and I visualized. And a lot of the visualizations and meditations I do is based on automatic writing in some ways. It's coming through spirit to get it out there, the word out there. But the biggest problem with the medical industry at this point is they're looking at not causes, but just masking everything, because they make money off of, of people being sick. So to find the cures and all that, it's going to be an interesting when they do find the cures, if they let people know about them. The other thing is linking your health, your vision, your teeth. They're all treated as separate entities. It's all your body. It's all healthcare. If you don't take care of your teeth, you're going to get a heart attack, and that's related. So I really feel what I would visualize is a healthcare system that equates the entire body healing, and also using visualization, also using frequencies, also using sound that can elevate and clear DNA and things like that. I know it sounds woo-woo, but I honestly believe all that stuff because I've seen it happen with me. That's how I got out of a wheelchair, was with frequencies. So,
No, that's fantastic.
So it's but what I was saying is, I grew an inch, and I don't expect like Lilliputian living like Cleo does. So I'm not going to shrink. But that's why, like, it may sound like a shameless plug, but like deep healing and happy, healthy you are very important visualizations that I put out there. And like I said, a lot of that's automatic writing on what is needed to heal. Because it's mind over matter. It really is. And if we believe that we're going to have a horrible day, we'll have a horrible day. If we believe we can get out of that wheelchair, we'll get out of the goddamn wheelchair. So there you go.
I totally agree with you, Arthur, that yes, you can, if you're not doing well health-wise, and you just say to yourself, no, I'm not gonna live like this. That's exactly what I did too. I just said, no, there's something, I don't care what it is, but it's gonna get fixed. And that's when I went with my spirit guides. You went with something, visualization. I think visualization is extremely important when you're talking about your health, to see yourself as a healthy person. And like you say, to see yourself not in a wheelchair. You just didn't want to do that. So yes, there is a lot of power in what you're talking about.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to get into the visualization. And I just want to say my goal is to have a body that when I wake up in the morning, I feel good. I wake up naturally. I don't wake up starving or wanting a cup of coffee. I just wake up and feel like moving. And my body is pain free. And when I need to have a little assistance, say I bump something and I have an injury that needs to be taken care of, that I can go to the doctor or go to my local pharmacist maybe and just get whatever I need. I feel that healthcare should be assistance, not like masking. And before I get into the visualization, there's a couple of terms that I'm going to refer to. Like allopathic refers to the traditional Western medicine that most of us are used to when we're going to an MD or a DO. That's allopathic medicine. And traditionally, over the last 75 years or so, they have gravitated a lot towards medication. Just saying. I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying that's the way they are. There's also naturopathic, and they tend to treat the whole body. I don't know a heck of a lot about naturopaths, but I do know that they are not going to give you Xanax. Okay. Chiropractic, the art of manipulating your spine, mainly, but other parts of your body too, in order to bring your skeletal system and your nervous system into alignment. Homeopathy, that's the practice of using the essences of plants in order to treat very specific symptoms. Homeopathy doesn't usually treat what we would think of as whole illnesses, but they treat symptoms. So you have to be a really good diagnostician to be able to use homeopathy effectively. And those are the only ones I'm going to mention tonight, but I just wanted to clarify what those terms are so that in the middle of the visualization, nobody's going, what? What's she talking? Because that's distracting for you. Okay, so I'm going to turn on my music and I'm just doing kind of a jerry-rigged setup here. I'm just playing music from my phone because I couldn't figure out how to get it to come through YouTube nicely. So, okay. Can you guys hear that?
Barely.
Should I turn it up just a touch?
A tad.
How's that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Arthur. Arthur's my sound guy too.
Even though I'm deaf in one ear.
All right, so you don't have to close your eyes right at the beginning. You may choose to if you want. You don't have to. You can close your eyes partway through, or you can do the whole thing with your eyes open. I'm going to attempt to put the beautiful image of this video on the screen. There we go. And now are you seeing it? Okay, and we want the whole thing. Can I do the whole thing?
Yeah.
How do I do the whole thing?
The bottom.
There we go. There we are. And let me just make it full screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so now people can look at this beautiful ocean scene while we talk. So get yourself comfortable. And here we go. So I'd like you to start by taking a really nice, gentle breath in through the nose, just slowly in through the nose, and breathe it out gently through your mouth. And another breath in through the nose and gently out through your mouth. And one more in through the nose and out through the mouth. And now I'm going to count to 4 as you inhale. We're going to hold for 2 counts and exhale for 6 counts. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The act of breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth is a signal to your body to relax. And I'd like you to continue to relax your body, starting at the top of your head. Just imagine that your skin on your scalp is very loose and that there's no tension in your scalp whatsoever. And bring that feeling of relaxation and warmth down over your face. And imagine that the little muscles around your eyes are just letting go. They're just letting go. And bring that warmth and relaxation down to your mouth. And relax any tension that you're holding in the muscles around your lips and in your jaw. If your jaw is clenched, just let it go. Just drop your mouth open a little bit and let it go. And now bring that feeling of warmth and relaxation down through your neck and release any tension in those muscles in your neck. And now let's focus on our shoulders and just feel as if somebody's put a warm towel all around your shoulders and your upper back. It just made you relax totally all across your chest and your shoulders and your upper back. Continuing on down into your torso, let your torso feel warm and relaxed. Your chest is relaxed. Your upper back is relaxed. Your middle torso, very relaxed, all the way down to just above your pelvis. And make sure that your arms are relaxed. Feel that healing, warming glow go all the way down your arms, all the way into your forearms, into your hands and your fingers. Everything is very, very warm and relaxed. And continuing on down into the pelvic area, everything is relaxed. Make sure you unclench any muscles as you go so that everything is very, very relaxed. And moving on to your hips and your upper legs, warmth and relaxation is covering your entire body. And down through your lower legs, your shins, your knees, your calves, all of these parts of your body are warm and relaxed. And finally, your ankles. Your ankles are very warm. The warmth oozes out onto your feet and your toes, even the bottoms of your feet. Everything is very warm and relaxed. And now, if your feet are flat on the floor, or even if they're not, if you're laying down, just imagine energy coming up from the earth, coming in through your body, through your feet, through your toes, moving up through your shins and your calves, moving up through the thighs, moving up through your abdomen, moving up through your chest and your arms. And this energy is making you feel even more relaxed and at peace. And the energy keeps moving up through your neck, through your head, and out the top of your head. And take a nice deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And now one more time, we're going to connect to energy. This time, we're going to imagine that our crown chakra, which is just above our heads, just above what we refer to as the crown of our heads, that has opened up, and you're allowing a stream of white, sparkling light coming down from the universe, filling your skull, filling your face, filling your neck, filling your upper back and shoulders, filling up your arms all the way down to your hands and your fingertips, filling up your torso from your shoulder down to your pelvis, filling up your legs, going all the way down your legs and all the way down into your feet and your toes and going back into the earth. So your body now is just tingling, perhaps even pulsing with this beautiful white light. Now I'd like you all to visualize, as if it's on a movie screen, one way, just one way, that your health can be made more perfect. Think about that one body part, or that one doctor's visit, or that one allergy, or that one pain that just goes away, feels better. Just imagine if life were so nice that you didn't have to deal with that particular discomfort ever again. Imagine walking through the world without feeling any effects from this particular pain, or breathing in beautiful oxygen into your lungs and having no problem filling your lungs. Or visualize being able to see perfectly without glasses or contacts and having such great vision that you could just see longer than you ever could before. Or being able to walk further than you've ever walked before. Take your time and create a very complete picture for yourself of this optimal way of being. Now, I bet when I said just visualize one way, some of you were relieved, and others of you were disappointed. So now, let your imagination fly and see more ways that your optimal health can manifest. Think of everything that's ever been a little bit uncomfortable in your life, in your body, in your world, and make it comfortable, make it optimal, make it perfect. Be sure to include getting your health care in an optimal, perfect way, be it a massage or major surgery, or psychic surgery, or Reiki, or energy work, or vitamins, or supplements, or chiropractic, or allopathy or naturopathy or homeopathy. Just imagine everything concerning your health going perfectly. Imagine if you didn't even have to go anywhere to get health care. What if health care came to you? What if any time that you had any kind of an injury, small or large, what if beings just came to you to heal you, to help you, to comfort you? What if you never got a cold again? What if you never had allergy symptoms? What if you never got pneumonia? What if we never had cancer or heart disease or diabetes? Imagine a beautiful, strong, healthy body, free of disease, able to move in every way they wanted to. Okay, so if you've been watching this on the movie screen and you have yourself in the movie, I'd like you now to remove yourself only in as much as you can watch the movie from afar. You can still see yourself in the movie. But what we're going to do now is we're going to begin placing a huge bubble around the movie screen. We're going to encapsulate the movie screen in a big pink bubble. Or if you prefer, it could be a green bubble. But those are the two colors that I want you to choose from. So wrap that picture up, put your stamp of approval on it, and send that bubble up, up, up through the roof of whatever building you're sitting on. Send that bubble up to the moon, past the moon, up into the stars, up into the planets, and out to where the universe can use it. And wish it goodbye and say to yourself, and so it is. And when you're ready, wiggle your fingers and toes, and you can come back to us. We all back? Okay. So there we go. We just told the universe what we wanted. All 108, 9, 10, all 112 of us. Yay. Or maybe it was 111. I don't know. But there we go. So we did it, and that's what I want to do with a whole bunch of stuff. I'll probably at some point start asking other people to come in and do the visualizations too. But initially, I just want to get it started, sort of what my vision is of what this is. And because I know Arthur, and I'd like to encourage everybody to go over to Arthur's channels and channel and listen to his. Oh my God, stop talking. And I'd like everybody to go over to his channel and listen to his meditations. He's got some beautiful meditations on there. He actually also writes and scores the music for his meditations, which is quite a treat. And yeah, and I've got some meditations on my channel as well. It's in a playlist under meditations. But doing visualizations is uber cool, very important, and super powerful in a group. So, all right. So thanks, everybody. Do you have anything you want to say?
Thank you, Crew Clone.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, darling.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Great.
Now I need to go take a nap.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens. People either feel like energized afterwards or they want to take a nap. I know. That's true. Well, thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here and for supporting this new venture of mine. And thanks all of you for coming and indulging me. This was very, very nice. I appreciate it. And that's it. That's all we got to do. So we made it. We didn't even go 40 minutes. That's good. So we kept it nice and short. So I'm sure people will want to tune in. And we'll do another one of these in a couple of weeks. I'll probably have a different cast of crazy characters on because I want to kind of shift around until I find some, not until, but just keep shifting around to get more and more and more people involved with this because I think everybody's energy is important.
Well, I really like being able to focus on that picture.
Yeah.
It's very cool. The way the water was moving and the life in the water and it's just the whole thing. I like that.
Yeah. And water's really healing too. So I thought it was appropriate for healthcare. Really, really. Yeah. All right. So I guess that's it.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. Having gotten used to doing 1.5 hour and 2 hour shows, I feel like, what? but we don't have to do anymore. We did it. We told the universe what we want, and that's it. So thanks, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everybody in the chat. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.
Thank you.